Welcome back to Jeff Outdoors. I am outdoors, guys. It is a Sunday, about 30 degrees out, and we are out in the middle of the cornfield out here, and came out here for a reason. Now, this sucker stops and goes every once in a while. She dried up for a couple of months, but now she's back in business. This is a spring that we come to. It's all free artesian well spring water. We fill these buckets, these jugs up, and the water is fantastic. What we do too is we take the water and we'll run it through the Alexa Pure at home too, like we do all our water. So it's no different. So it is coffee time, and it's Monday. And we all know how we all feel about Mondays. So today's goal is to get through Monday. I am spending some time down here in the what I call the homestead supply room, and I have some things to do today, and I have some projects to take care of as well. You can see here, this is a carboy. There's two big ones here. This is apple cider that I ground up and pressed this past fall, and have been letting mature in primary fermentation for a little while. So I'm going to get into the racking process, put this into a secondary fermenter. I have some other ciders here that I've been working on, and some cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a very interesting process, especially with and also the hard cider making. It's a very easy, natural process for both. And best way to make apple cider vinegar is to get apple cider, whether you get the apples, crush them and press them yourself, or from a local source. You're going to put that into a container. Now, I have this airlock up here right now. If you're making vinegar, the best way to make vinegar would be not to put the airlock on. Put some cheesecloth over this, and the natural acetobacter in the air will get into the cider. This will ferment naturally. It'll first turn into hard cider, and when the alcohol is created, the acetobacter will continue going, and it will turn into vinegar naturally. You don't even have to do anything, essentially. I do have a acidity meter to check these things, and it's actually brand new, and I have to calibrate it, so I don't have it ready just now. So stay tuned for that. So maybe I'll post that up there. So as you can see, this is an area that I try my best to keep in a symbiotic harmony, but it's also a place to hang out and get my supplies for a lot of things that we use here on our little homestead here. So it's my experimentation room, it's my relaxation room, it's my work room, it's my thought room. If you don't have a place like that to if you don't have a place like this inside your house, inside your apartment, make one. We've been here for 50 years, and I'm in an area here that used to be our family room. We used to sit down here and watch TV. As kids, we had Christmas down here, the Christmas tree, TV, everything, fireplace. That was it. But things change. My dad passed 8 years ago, and things just change. We've adapted to some things. The world has changed. We're thinking more about, prepping. The world of COVID and everything just changed everything. So we've moved into the realm of being prepared as much as we can for the unforeseen events of the world. This mug I got in Dublin, Ireland, the Temple Bar. Great place for St. Patrick's Day. But it's time to start thinking about those things. You don't want to be another one of these folks that get caught off guard and stuck in a line at a grocery store trying to grab the last of whatever's left on the shelf. Every time you go to the grocery store, grab a couple, 2-3 cans of this and that. Don't just run out there and start hoarding everything, but keep stock. Rotate your stocks, get yourself some shelves. Our main homestead pantry is just off this room, and we keep it stocked and we rotate and keep everything up to date and ready. So if we needed to stay here for a while, right now it wouldn't be too much of a problem. As in, not leave the house and all that stuff. So it's going to be a work in progress for a while, especially if you're starting out with like prepping and stuff. If you don't have a lot of money, you don't need a lot of money to start. Go to Dollar General and start getting tinned hams. They're relatively cheap. Buy a couple of them, throw them in your cabinet, and they're there. Okay, so if you have a day where you're short on money, or you get sick or something, you don't want to leave the house, it's there. It's just a great idea to start. Best time to start prepping is right now, and I advise everybody to get out of the old ways of thinking of, it's always going to be there. I mean, we learned so much through COVID. We haven't stopped. We started before COVID, but COVID really was the wake-up call of how we needed to live going forward. We went to the spring yesterday. We went to the artesian spring here locally. It's about 30 minutes from here. We got 14 gallons of water out of the earth. It's actually a pretty well-known spring. It's the middle of winter, so it's January. There was one other car there that was filling up, but the spring will tend to run real good and then maybe slow down or stop for a little bit and then come back. So it's not 100% all the time flowing. But this past summer it was gushing out of the pipe. They actually put a pipe in for the artesian spring, so we go out there, and it was gushing all summer, and then it started slowing down in the fall. Hadn't been out there for a couple months, and we were supplementing our water, but we went back yesterday and it was flowing real good, so we filled up. And I had gotten a couple of big water containers to transport that. So you might check online locally if you have springs natural springs that are public access in some way around you. Explore that online, Google search, whatever you know how to do it. This is the internet age. It's all online, right? Not all of it. Still value in education. if it's all online, there's a lot of stuff online. That's a whole other. But get prepped. And this is the project for the next couple days. So I'm going to be putting this again into a secondary fermentation. And maybe I'll go over that entire process here at some point. So stay tuned for that. Got lots of things. And usually in the winter, we'll try to get into some cheese making. So yogurt cheese is real easy to make. Cottage cheese can be easy to make, things like that. So, but it's Monday, and I'm just starting out the day here, and wanted to get some thoughts out, because if you look at what's going on in California with the fires, the Palisade fires, these houses, like, it's crazy. And there's a lot behind all that. But put yourself in these positions where, what would you do? What is your plan? What is my plan? Ask yourself that. What is my plan? What are we going to do if this happens? What are we going to do if that happens? A failure to plan is a plan to fail. One of the most important phrases I've ever learned in my life. So, sharing that this morning while I am thinking of it, and we'll see you on the next video.